Hello, and welcome to the last, but also second to last episode of Casual Craft. I will get to be more on that later. But we are doing a base tour for the last episode because there's not really much to do, and the last episode, which is going to be like an epilogue, is going to be like a world tour. This episode is going to be like an in-depth base tour of everything that we've done on the server, not necessarily in chronological order of when it happened, but right here is where everything started. With the server, I'm going to be keeping my armor off, but just boots so I can swim. But this is where it all started. There's the spawn house and a bunch of stalls. This is where my stall was, and just while we're at spawn. And over here is my shop. Like I was saying in the last clip, I called it Crops and Drops, and this is just something that happened. There was a block missing, and Sloth put sugarcane. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that has water underneath it. But we sold drops and crops. These are all from my automatic farms. Next season, we're going to be up in the game with the farms. But now, this is really all I did in spawn, other than my stall at the thing, which just sold just random things that I could find that I could sell. It was like a pawn shop. But if we head into the Nether hub, I have the Nether hub changed quite a lot. It was something at the beginning, and then the palette completely... Oh, I also built this. It's like a cookie station. You put in gold nuggets, and you get cookies. That's not opening, because... Oh, there it is. Because of lag. But if we head into the Nether Portal... And this is the Nether hub. This used to be like all Nether brick, I believe. But right over behind the portal is my tunnel. It has my heads on quartz pillars and my banner. This is definitely coming over to the next season. But this is this used to be lapis, just solid lapis. But I changed it because I needed to make it wider to fit here. And it looks better. And there's a pickle. But this is my Nether hub. And I'm going to go to where everything of my base started. Oh, I also have this. I was going to name him like Jimmy or something. I have the wrong texture pack on. I have my 1.14 texture pack on. That's why he is not the villager, or the right texture. But I'm going to... Yeah, you can see here he's 32x. I'm going to go through the portal, and I'm going to start where everything began. So this is where everything began, I guess. I had my first chests in this area, my super smelter with only 4 furnaces that made my entire base, pretty much. There was like, I think the last dome was, which was that green. Not cool. I was not wearing my armor. Yeah, I wasn't wearing my armor. I'll be right back. Of course I'm lagging, because why wouldn't I be? Now I got kicked from the server. Wonderful. Alright, I'm back. And like I said, my super smelter was here that made my entire base. And over there was a small wheat farm that eventually turned into my spruce farm. And if we head over here... this is my turtle scoot farm that never ended up using as much as I thought I would. I changed it so it was better at getting the scoots. And if we head down the water down here, we will see my... Oh, no, wait, yeah, that's the right one. We will see my ocean ruins, which I intended to make more use of, but this building got used and this one got used. This one goes down to my mine, and this is my Hall of Heads. We'll get to that later. But they have gold blocks in the corners where there was granite. I fixed them all into stone bricks rather than being cracked and mossy like they are at the start. And over here is like a kelp farm, which I used for fuel with my super smelter. Excuse me. And this is a camper. Kincaid built one. I'm definitely having one of these at my base next season. It's really cool. It's just small. It has nothing in it, but it's just really cool. This is my shipwreck. And funny story, Not this one. Not this trident. Right here was the first trident guy that I found around my base. I killed, and he dropped a trident. And now I have 2 of my main tridents, and the one that I got, my impaling trident, this is my Riptide trident. I don't keep my impaling trident on me. I still have to this day, so... but I also did a bit of terraforming around here, putting sand, making this fit in with little rock formations. I thought I did a pretty good job. I think it looks nice. Now, if we go to... My mine shaft isn't anything to be amazed about. It's not even decorated. I think I had planned on doing that, but I just never did. This is a working fireplace. It's extremely loud, so I'm not going to turn it on. This is like a dilapidated wall that goes slightly around my ruins. You saw the turtle farm up there. I feel like I'm going really slow. There's going to be a lot of drowned, because there's no one else on. But this is my airlock. You can see it's complicated, but not that complicated redstone. I made this myself. But this is what you do. You want to come in too? Come on in. What you do is you come in here and it says for entering. You click that and it opens this door. Oh, now you want back out, do you? Well, I can do that for you. I can click for leaving and I can let you out. And it's just an airlock. It's like a realistic airlock. And if we come through here, this is my tunnel. I'm really proud of this. I love the design of this tunnel. The glass with the coral reef. I wanted to do more work on here, smoothing out the terrain. But unfortunately, the schematics of the base were already made, so I can't change anything. We don't get world downloads. We get schematics. And... oh, he can't read what I said anyway. We get schematics. And once I will try and put the schematic exactly where the base is in the seed, so you guys can have the surrounding area if you wish to download my base. But if we come up here, this is the main dome. This is the first one I built. Funny story about this. I made it out, I had intended all of my domes to be colored, but this one I made out of regular glass because I just wanted to get a dome done and working. Or not working, but finished and have my base started. So I made it out of regular glass, and eventually with the help of Dart22, I replaced all of this with white glass. This tree was a really simple tree, but I just made it look more swamp-like, and mainly because I just had a couple of mushrooms here and there, and cobwebs, and it just, like, the mushrooms kept spreading around the dome, and I thought that was really cool. So I just went with it and eventually put vines, and my obsession with other player heads is shown with the Christmas ornaments. This is my bed. Over here is the second dome I made, I believe, and this is my storage dome. This is all my colored stuff. This is just like everything's labeled. This corresponds to this row. This corresponds to this row, and this corresponds to that. Same goes over here. This is all but 32 blocks of my diamond. And that's about it. There's not much to say about this. Now, this dome was a prank, and I decided to turn it into what I call is an enchanted dome with all of my enchanted books. And I know we had intended to update the server, not reset, so I had the piercing, multi-shot, and quick charge enchantments on there as well. And then the rest of them, they're just sorted, and like these are ones with multiple enchantments on them. Not much more to say about that. Now, if we head over here, I'll do this dome last because there's more to it. This dome over here is my storage dome. And not my second, I call it the glass pickle. And this is picking up all the drops from my automatic farms, like my melon, pumpkin, sugarcane. I never made a wheat farm, but I did make carrot and potato. Those did pretty well. Cactus, and like I said, planning on updating, and I was going to make a bamboo farm. If we head down here, this has all of my my mob farm drops. Rotten flesh, didn't get that much, actually. And then bones, arrows, gunpowder. I have an entire gunpowder farm. I converted that and built a second mob farm on stream. The only stream I've ever done. And then spider eyes, string, we actually got more than a double chest of. These are unused. Roses, which are poppies, from the iron golem farm. And then this is just miscellaneous for, like, witch drops, mainly. And that's it for that dome. Now, over here is the industrial dome. Now, in the industrial dome, this is my bulk storage. I have stone over here and dirt over here. This originally started out as 2 towers, but then I realized I did a big dig, and I'm not going to go over there, but it's in episode 21, if you want to check it out. I show off the big hole, and I got a lot of stone. These are all shulker boxes filled with stone. I'm never going to run out. This is full, everything backed up. It's just ridiculous. I never got that much dirt. But I figured make it equal. Over here is my super smelter. Super simple, super easy. I'm going to be building a slightly more complicated one if in the future with the new blast furnace and smoker. And then as well as one like this for everything that can't handle. And this is the extension of the industrial dome. I love it. I absolutely love the build style. And it's something that I want to get more into the future and build in this style. This is a concrete mixer. Detects it, spits out another one, mine it, go into the thing. This is a nano farm that I thought was going to have to be replaced in 1.14 because of the new lighting mechanics. This is a lot of white concrete that I made for Boyce, but he never bought. I used all of my sand. I got that afterwards. This is my auto brewer. Definitely going to be making another one exactly like this in the next season because this is so nice to have. You never use any of the potions that are on there. Many of them. You use, like, maybe night vision or invisibility if you want to mess with your friends. Maybe water breathing in the beginning before you get conduits. And, like, most of these you never use, but they're nice to have. And this also is where I store all of my potions. And it's really easy to use. It's in another episode. It's called the Super Brewer. I believe episode 37. 35 or 37. I'm not sure. Anyway, that doesn't matter. This is my little nano farms. If we have bone meal in here, I flip the lever. That makes a lot of noise. And then it just duplicates this. This is my super, super efficient cactus farm with 1 cactus. That's more cactus than I would ever need. Anyway. But that's it for this. I also had plans to make a secret room, but I never did. That was something I did off camera. That's not in an episode. But that's it for... Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Scared me. You scared me. Anyway. That's it for my base. It's took a while to get done. But I'm really proud of it. Now I'm going to head over to my villager area and show you that over there. Oh, I should also point out, this is a cold ocean. I replaced all the gravel with sand because the gravel looked bad. But I also did my ravine, and I wanted to make this nicer, but it's all sand, and there's the little coral reef here. And Damo was going to do this across the entire ravine, but he didn't like having just these slabs and stairs. He was going to wait for 1.14, but that never happened, so he never finished it. Oh, before I do my villager area, but I want to show you my farming area. This is the iron capsule, my iron farm. One just fell through right now. That's nice. My sugarcane farm, I made it myself. It's pretty efficient. My melon, if I pop up here, my melon and pumpkin farm, this one has an on and off switch because it's I can craft the melons into blocks, but I can't do that for the pumpkins. This is my general mob farm that kills them with fall damage. This is my creeper farm that's built at the lowest possible level you can. And that over there is my carrot and potato farms. They're not that efficient, but it's fine. I didn't have as big of a farming district as I had first planned. But over here is my villager area. And I love this place. I worked pretty hard on it, and it turned out pretty much exactly how I wanted it, except for this. Like, this could have looked better. Not that big of a deal. This is the villager breeder, a standard infinite villager breeder. 2 villagers up here, 1 up there to detect the village. You can see him up there. 1 to detect the village, and they'll breed. And then this system automatically takes them out. And if they're new, or they'll just go through here, and no. They'll go up here into the system. That's actually broken at the moment, but I figured it's not that big of a deal. They'll flow through here. If there's a villager in there, they'll slowly go around and go into their slots. And that's it. Also, this will kill them, and this will send them off to the permanent hall, or they'll get reordered. If I want to reorder them, then I'm just going to mine that. If I want to reorder them, they'll go here, they'll bounce, and they'll go through the system again. But if they go through the permanent hall, and they'll come up here, this didn't work as intended, because when they're coming along the minecart, they'll pop off on this activator rail, but they'll go here. So I thought maybe putting a piston here, but sometimes they'll go here, so the piston doesn't push them off. Water didn't work. I was putting them in manually, and I decided it wasn't worth it because of how late it is in the season. I got a few of them, but it really didn't matter all that much. This is Crystal Caverns, by the way. Not as majestic as I had first imagined it, but it's still pretty nice. I like the big crystal in the center. Thanks to Zeose, he designed that, and I put it in here. These crystals around were because of me. I put these in, and I like it. These are my farmers over here. And there's really only one more area of my base to show you. There is another project, a couple more. No, there's still a couple more places. We are fine. But over here is, I actually have decent enough internet to fly. This is the meat house. Never got finished. I worked on it, loved working on this project, but I was going to have sheep farms going off here that you could just shear them, and the wool would go into there. These were pig and then sheep and cow farms that I had designed myself, and I had started breeding them up, but never really got to finishing the project. It's a shame. I really wanted to get this done, but I didn't. I was going to put campfires in each of these, like, little things, but to make it look like it's smoking, but I never did. Now, there's 2 more places on this map that I did myself, and I want to show them, so I'm going to head to the first place, which is in this direction, and I will be right back. Down here is my drowned farm. There's a cyan glass tunnel going from my base to here because there was portal issues. Never got to decorating this, unfortunately. I could have at least cleaned it, and then I would have made these, like, this stone slabs if we updated, and I would have just made it solid stone, but I never did, and we never updated. But this is my drowned farm. It's a zombie spawner that is near 3Trippin's base, and Trip actually designed this, and I'm not self-absorbed, I promise. But what this does is there's Ripperoni Deaderoni, which is a Smite 5 sword. There's an AFK spot right here with water sources, and you click the button, it closes, it goes dark, and zombies can spawn, and they'll float down here. You can either kill them as zombies, or you can click that, they'll drown. Their drops are automatically sorted into here. This system's almost full. Gold would go into here. And that never really filled up. And then everything else, like heads, armor, chicken, would go into here. There was a cleric in here. This is where I kept all my amethyst. This is a super smelter. I was keeping all of the enchanted armor, expecting to get loads of XP from the new update, but that never happened. And then you can just come up here and slap them with your sword and be done with it and get XP. I have 78 levels. It doesn't really matter. When I die, I don't lose my levels. There's nothing I can do about that. There was a portal here. I decided to keep it because it looks nice. But now there's one more project I'm going to head to, and that will be that for today's episode. It's one of the more recent projects, actually. So you might remember it if you've been sticking around with the episodes. So I'm going to head there. I'll be right back. And the final place for today's episode is my witch farm. There's no nether tunnel for it, or I would have walked here and shown you it, but there's none. It's just netherrack. Nothing too special. You stand over here. Oh, you guys didn't see this. I never actually finished this project on camera. I slabbed the entire area, so this is at, like, almost max spawning, except for that area down there. That's no big deal. But if we stand over here, it should, like, pump out the witches just because there's no one else on. Yeah, you can see there's quite a few coming through. And, yeah, they're just flying through here, and you can slap them with your sword. Yep. That's that. That's it. And the drops were automatically sorted into shulker boxes and then into here. Realized I wasn't getting enough, so I can't do that. So I decided to get rid of all that and get the redstone back. And I never added the automatic sorters again. But that's that for this project. Or this episode, I guess. I've barely been standing here for any amount of time, and you can see that this farm is actually really efficient when there's, like, no one else on the server. But that's going to do it for me. This isn't going to be the last that you see of me. I will be posting videos. They're just going to be more redstone videos. And I'm going to take off my armor and stuff so you can see me. And so that's not going to be the last that you see of me, and not even the last casual craft. This is going to be finale part 1. Because the next episode, like I said, is a world tour of some of mine and Camp Nuts and Sloth. He's in that episode too. Our favorite places. That's going to be finale part 2. Then that's going to be the last casual craft episode for a while. Because the server is closing. This server's already closed. By the time you're watching this, the server will have... No. I want to release this the day that the server closes. And then the day after is another one. It's the world tour. That's going to be the last Casual Craft episode until Season 6. I hope you're excited. I have big plans. But, yeah, I really enjoyed this season. It's really expanded my comfort zone. I never thought I'd be able to do any of what I did in survival, but I did, and it's thanks to you guys. I'm not going to get too cliche and all that, but it's only because I did YouTube that I got as far as I did, because I was so motivated. I wanted to make videos for you guys, and you guys seem to like them. My first video of Casual Craft is so close to hitting 150 views, and I'm really happy. I went from about 15 subscribers to, I think as of now we have 87. That's a lot, and even, like, it's not a lot to most people, but it's a lot for me. Like I said, I'm not gonna get too into that, but I wanted to thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the videos. I hope you enjoy the videos. Like I said, they're still coming out. They're not stopping anytime soon. Like I said, just more redstone. And yeah, I will see you next episode and the last and next season. I'm not good at these talks, so I'm just going to go. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye. That last clip was barely anything at all. And there's this many witches here. My gosh. There's so much efficiency. I I can't handle it. Oh my gosh.